Okay, here we go. One question. How do you get the reporting of where the leads come from? So I just showed you a tool that we use that we've developed for our clients called Lead Boomerang. We'll talk a little bit more about that tool later, but it is a online software system where every lead that you get comes into this one platform. And no matter if it came from a chat or a form on your site or Google My Business, or they saw you on Google, anything, all those leads come into that one system, which is really nice. And then you can attribute each of those to that particular source. So if you're starting to do things like, we've got some clients that do flyers, so hand out flyers. So we'll put a QR code on the flyer and a call tracking number that goes, when they call that number, it lead boomerang to their regular business line, but then they can see if their flyers are actually generating revenue and leads. So everything goes through Lead Boomerang. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Thank you, Jeff. All right, what's new? What are some of the new things that are going on with Google? The Google map listing reduced from 7 to 3. So they used to show just a list of 7. And now that is 3. We call that the 3-pack, or sometimes we call it the snack pack. What did I do here? I clicked something. I'm sorry about that. Google is serving paid ads in the map results. So that is big. So even though there's a 3-pack of results, Google actually has a way where you can put a pay-per-click ad in above those 3. It looks like one of the 3 listings. So it looks like one of the map listings, but it's a 4th listing. And you can kind of interject yourself into that and start getting listed in there while you're working on optimizing your profile to just get in there naturally. Critical to complete verification process. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. And all reviews now require real accounts. So as I said, used to be 7, there used to be quite a list. Now it's just 3 with a picture of a map. Sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it looks a little different. We'll be talking about that in a bit. Bert said, how do you get that PPC above the map? So you would do that inside Google AdWords. So that would be actually inside of your ad system. There is a way to also show ads in the map pack. Now, it doesn't happen every single time, but if Google thinks it's appropriate, if you have that turned on, you can show up there as well. I do have training specifically on paid ads. You can get that at WTMarketingpros.com/training. Go look for the one that I did on paid ads. That will teach you all about paid ads and some of this kind of stuff as well. All right, so that's no longer available. Now what we see is basically the paid ads at the top. Now you will notice here, the first thing is something called home service ads. Those actually are not available for the window treatment and awning industry yet. So we can kind of ignore that for our industry. Now, if we were plumbers or roofers or something like that, we'd have to deal with that as well, but we do not right now in our industry. So in that case, we've got the AdWords first, then the 3-pack, and then the SEO or organic listings after that. Local service ads is what that top area is called, and it is not yet available for us. So the others with this is there was a point where Google had a ton of fake business listings. Now, Google tells us that they've actually done some things to kind of thwart this and keep that to a minimum. However, I don't know how much of that is true. Here's an article from 2019 saying, as a matter of fact, there are a lot of negative or fake business profiles out there still. So that kind of makes me wonder, okay, is there, but it could be that there are still plenty of them out there. And especially when it says Google profits from it, that kind of makes you wonder. So I did a little research and thought, well, I'll look for some of these, in different industries, see what's out there. Here's an example of a listing that is violating the terms of service for Google My Business. So as part of setting up your business listing, you have to list your business name. Now, in this case, Oceanside movers added some extra keywords, moving company, right? Of course, they want to rank when somebody types in moving company, wherever this is, Long Beach or something. But that's not the way that this, it's Oceanside, California. That's not how it works. This is actually a listing that is against the terms of service. So you have to be careful not to do that.